Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Mavericks 2017 Memorial Tournament, the 38th annual, and we are in Game 2 of Day 3 with the Central Washington Spuds taking on the Grande Legends. Hello everyone, Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Gorgeous day out here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Couldn't expect to have any more beautiful of a day for baseball. We'll go ahead and get into our starting lineups. The visiting team in this matchup will be the Spuds. We'll go ahead and start with their batting order. Number 8, Cameron Duke will lead things off. Brandon Sweat, he will be playing, and Duke is in center field. I apologize. Got to update numbers here as well. We'll get those as we go through. But Cameron Duke will lead things off. Brandon Sweat, he will be playing out in right field. Ezekiel Ochoa will be the designated hitter for this match. He will bat third. Michael Harrington, he will hold down first base. Batting fifth, Cody Goodwin, he's the wall behind the plate. Bailey Sanchez will be in left field. Tamron Hubbard will be the shortstop. Carter Stout, he'll hold down third base. David Ochoa will be playing at second, and on the mound, Austin Valdez for the Spuds. Now the starting lineup for the Grande Legends. We'll get to that in just a moment, but leading off is Cameron Duke. Duke had a nice game in the previous one against the Twins, the Lewis and Clark Twins, where the Spuds came away with a 10-9 win. They would squeak out 8 runs in the 5th inning to get them the lead. On the mound for the Legends, number 9, Brody Kincaid. First pitch is sent out. Let me update here on iScore. And you folks at home, you can follow along with the game, pitch by pitch, get all the stats, batting, pitching, and everything right along. You can just do it with the iScore app, and they are doing a great job here. They, as in the Mavs, the host team, and that one will be inside for ball 2. They're doing a great job of making sure that you folks can follow along on iScore with this tournament. And you just go to the MissoulaMavericks.net homepage, Missoula Mavericks homepage, MissoulaMavericks.net, and on the right-hand side, a little ways down, is the link to iScore. Once you get there, it's going to ask you for a code. Here comes the pitch. That one will be high and outside on the left-handed batter, and we quickly go to a 3-0 count. Well, to get that code, you go to the Missoula Mavericks Legion Baseball Facebook page, and right when you pop up that page, well, they've got the code there for you. And then you can follow along right along with us here on iScore. Kincaid, ready for the pitch, 3-0 count. It's on its way. That one will skim the plate, and we will have our first strike of the batter. So looking through the list here, and we'll get you the numbers as well. I'll get that caught up. Here's the pitch. Inside, and they'll walk the first batter. That'll bring us to Brandon Sweat, number 21. Ezekiel Ochoa, and he is the right fielder, is Sweat. Ezekiel Ochoa will go to the on deck. Sweat settles in, another left-handed batter. No outs here, opening frame. Duke at first with a 1-step lead. Kincaid on the mound for the Legends. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one will bounce out past the third baseman. Duke will hold at second, and with no outs here, the Spuds will continue on their spree that they had against the Twins, and they've got runners at first and second with no outs here. So Michael Harrington in the on deck now with number 13, Ezekiel Ochoa, the designated hitter. Runners step away from their bases at first and second. Our officials today behind the plate, Seth Kitchen and Wayne Wade in the field. Kincaid now with the pitch. That will be a high outside on the right-handed batter. Ochoa had a nice game with the Twins. Kincaid will check the runner at second, who's got a two-step lead. That would be Duke. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt, lays it down, picked up by the pitcher. The throw to third, there in time for the out. They'll get the leadoff runner. That'll take us to Michael Harrington, number 15. He is holding down first base.
Number 15, Michael Harrington.
Cody Goodwin goes to the on deck for the Spuds. So with one out here, runners at first and second for the Spuds. Coming off a 10-9 win over 10-9 win over the Twins. And that was a surprising win. Twins a very dominant team. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This was going to flow high out into right field. Picked off by the center fielder, and that'll be out number 2. The runner from second will advance to third. That'll take us to number 22, Cody Goodwin, the catcher, and Bailey Sanchez will go to the on deck. So the right-handed batter steps into the box with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Opening half frame of Game 2 here on Day 3 of the Memorial Tournament hosted by the Missoula Mavericks. Mavericks will have both games this afternoon at 4 o'clock and at 7. They will play Gonzaga Prep at 4. That one's going to bounce down the first base line, or third base line, for strike 1. Excuse me. So at the 4 o'clock game, it'll be the Mavericks and Gonzaga Prep, and then the 7 o'clock game is the Mavs and Bellevue Honda. Those games will be aired on the Grizz Sports app. Here's the pitch. That one bounces in the dirt, up over the head of the catcher. Runners will advance. The runner comes home from third, and the runner from first rounds to third. He'll slide in just in time. And with 2 outs here, the Spuds take a 1-0 lead and threaten at third with a runner. And Sanchez still in the box with an 0-1 count. Umpire Seth Kitchen says 1-1 count with 2 outs. Runner at third for the Spuds. Goodwin settles in. Here's the pitch. He'll be high. He'll move to a 2-1 count now. Bailey Sanchez in the on deck for the Spuds. The Grande, they're 0-3 on the tournament. They're looking for their first win of the tournament. See if they can squeak one out here against the Spuds. Here's the pitch by Kincaid. It'll be high and inside. We go to a 3-1 count here. Kincaid settles on the mound. Runner steps away from third. Goodwin settles in the box. 3-1 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. This one will be swung on. Foul up over us here, and that will make it a full count at 3-2. Goodwin settles back in. Runner steps away from third. Kincaid watches him. Now sets for the pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, reaching for it, and it'll go foul over the netting down the first base line. So 1-0 here, Spuds to lead off here. They've got a runner at third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one will go foul down the third base line. The Spuds, they come fully prepared. They've got a couple of bat boys, coaches' sons. They can't be more than maybe 4. And they're out there working hard. Kincaid settles in. Runner at Third steps away, the pitch, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter, put runners at the corners. That'll bring up Bailey Sanchez, number 14, the left fielder. Cameron Hubbardoo. He'll settle in. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Spuds lead 1-0 here in the opening half frame. Here's the pitch by Kincaid. It'll be low for a ball. Tournament continues tomorrow. We'll finish out. They're going to do a different schedule tomorrow. They're going to do the games like a normal doubleheader where they'll have half an hour between innings. That way to help out some of these teams. They've got a long travel from Missoula here back to their home cities. Here's the pitch by Kincaid. Swung on. Floats over the head of the shortstop. Runner comes home from third, and they'll have runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And that brings up Hubbardoo. Cameron Hubbardoo, number 4. He is the shortstop.
Shortstop, number 4, Cameron Hubbardoo.
That'll bring Carter Stout to the on deck. Runners at first and second now. 2-0 lead here at the first or the opening frame for the Spuds. 2 outs. Kincaid jets the runner at second. And now the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float out into left field. Left fielder's tracking it down, and he will grab it out of the air, and that will end the inning. So they'll hang 2. They'll score 2. It'll be 2-0 to lead off here. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the Mavericks 2017 Memorial Tournament. Game 2 going on. The Central Washington Spuds taking on the Grande Legends, and the Legends up to bat for the first time of the game. On the mound is Austin Valdez for the Spuds. Batting order for the Legends, leading off, number 3, G.T. Blackman. He's the shortstop. Number 2, John Gonzalez is holding down second. Number 13, Isaac Chamberlain holding down third. Aaron Goss, he's got first base. He's number 30. Number 16, J.C. Leonard. He is behind the plate, and coming to the plate now is number 3, G.T. Blackman, the shortstop. Number 9, Brody Kincaid on the mound, as we mentioned. Number 24, Caleb Lathrop, he is in center field. Number 11, Chris Bathke in left field. And in right field, number 28, Kendrick Johnson finishing out the order. Bunt laid down, foul to lead things off here for Blackman. 4 o'clock game is going to be with the Missoula Mavericks and Gonzaga Prep. Mavericks have a 2-0 record in the tournament. Gonzaga Prep, well, they are 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one's high. These Central Washington Spuds, they are looking at a 2-1 record. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go down the first base line. It will land just fair, roll deep into right field, and they'll have a runner on with the leadoff batter. That'll bring us to John Gonzalez, number 2, the second baseman, and Isaac Chamberlain goes to the on deck. Chamberlain looks down the third base line. They'll throw to first in time. Parker McKinley, first base coach, manager for, or third base coach, manager for the Legends, with the signal. Now the pitch, high inside for ball one. Valdez settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit out, short over the second baseman. It'll hop out into right field. The runner from first to second will trip over the bag at second. And umpire comes out, Wayne Wade, to check on him, make sure he's okay. He took an ugly spill there coming around second there. Did get the tag on the bag, but I think the bag got the better half of him. So with no outs, runners at first and second. That brings up number 13, Isaac Chamberlain, the third baseman, and Aaron Goss goes to the on deck for the Legends. Valdez, he finished out the previous game for the Spuds. This one's going to be hit high into right field. Looks like it's going to be foul. It's going to stay fair. It'll bounce just inside. It'll be picked up, and the runners will advance from second to second and third. And with loaded bases and no outs, that'll bring up number 30, Aaron Goss, the first baseman, and J.C. Leonard will go to the on deck. So the Spuds lead 2-0 here in the opening frame, but the Legends looking to go ahead and see if they can take control with loaded bases and no outs. Here's the pitch. Outside on the left-handed batter of Goss. Goss had a good game last night against Lewiston, but wasn't able to get anything going with it. Here's the pitch. The Legends only able to put up a 1 run in that game against the Twins. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit foul up over our heads, and we'll have a 2-1 count now. Grande, they would drop their first game 6-0 to the Twins. They would lose their second game 8-6 to the Mavericks, and then the third game yesterday, that would be to Honda 9-1. Honda's got a pretty tight team as well. Here's the pitch outside, and they'll walk the batter and bring one home. So the Legends get a run off of the walk, and that'll bring up number 16, Jace Leonard, the catcher, and Brody Kincaid goes to the on deck. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter of Leonard. Leonard struggled in both games yesterday, trying to get something going. Valdez, and that one's going to be hit down the third base line. It's going to end up foul. It'll be deep down the third base line. And we'll have an 0-2 count now for Leonard. Runners step away from their bases. They are loaded with no outs here. 2-1 Spuds. Throw down the third base line. There in time is the runner. Safe. Leonard settles back in, left-handed batter. Runners step away from their bases. Valdez settles on the mound. Now the pitch. That one will be outside, and we'll have a even count at 2 now. Settling in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one will bounce down the first base line. The throw home is there in time to get the leadoff runner. And with one out, the bases will stay loaded. And that'll bring up the pitcher number 9, Brody Kincaid, and Caleb Lathrop will go to the on deck. Lathrop, right-handed batter, stretches out before he steps in the box. And he's ready to go. Games will begin tomorrow morning again at 10. Rather than having the buffer time, they will have half hour between games to set the field. First pitch is a strike to the pitcher. Valdez gets the signal. Loaded bases, one out. Runners step away. Valdez ready for the pitch. It's on its way. Swung on off of the hand grips, picked up by the first baseman. Nobody at first. The runner will score, and the runner at first will be safe, and the bases will stay loaded, and it'll be tied at 2 now with one out. Number 24, Caleb Lathrop will step to the plate, the center fielder, and Chris Bathke will go to the on deck. Valdez settles on the mound. One out, loaded bases. Here's the pitch for the right-handed batter. This one will be hit in between right field and center. The runner will come home, and it will be 3-2 Legends here with one out. Both teams marking runs on the board, and number 11, Chris Bathke, the left fielder, will come to the plate with Kendrick Johnson going to the on deck. Brief conference with Valdez on the mound,
Number 11, Chris Bathke.
with the first baseman and the catcher. Now Goodwin will settle behind the plate. Bathke steps into the box. One out here with loaded bases. Valdez with the pitch. That one's high. As I mentioned, Valdez finished out the previous game. He pitched the final 2 innings, coming in and relieving his brother Zachary. That one will skin the plate for a strike. So even count now. Umpire Kitchens signals the count. Runners step away from their bases. Valdez now checks the runner at third and the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate. Valdez gets ahead of the schedule now with a 1-2 count. Runners step away from their bases. Loaded, one out. 3-2 Legends. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go off the helmet of Bathke. Runner will get his base. They'll bring one home since the loaded bases, and it'll be 4-2 Legends now. And some commotion going on in the Spuds dugout. Coaches had a brief meeting there. Third baseman comes over to Valdez to check in with him. Michael Harrington. Valdez having a brief conversation on the mound. Now he'll head back. Third baseman heads back to his base. Loaded bases here, one out. And Bathke settles in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float out into left field. Left fielder's there. There's the catch. And the runners will hold with 2 outs here.
Number 3, G.D. Blackman.
So the Spuds trying to reel things back in here. We'll swing back to the top of the batting order. So in this opening frame, the Legends have made their way through their batting order. G.T. Blackman will step to the plate now. Valdez with the pitch. Swung on. This was going to float high into center field. Shortstop says he's got it, and he's there for the catch to end the inning. So they'll hang 3, they'll score a 4, and it'll be a 4-2 lead for the Legends. We'll have the top of the second in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here as we get set to go for the top of the second inning. Spuds Legends, and the Legends lead 4-2 here on the mound. Brody Kincaid for the Legends, and the Spuds leadoff batter in the inning. The leadoff batter for the inning is number 10, Carter Stout, the third baseman. Kincaid warming up on the mound, and now he'll head his way down there. Seth Kitchen, the plate umpire, cleans home plate off, and here comes Carter Stout. He'll settle into the box. After the plate's cleaned off, Stout will kick a little dirt on it and settle in. Kincaid nods at the pitch, and it's on its way. Be outside for ball one. Stout, right-handed batter, playing at third base in game two here. He'll settle in. Here's the pitch. Outside. And we're at a 2-0 count. Kincaid finds himself behind in the count. Batter settles back in. Kincaid with the pitch. That one will be just off the elbow of Stout, and it's a 3-0 count now for Kincaid. Here's the settle by Stout, and Kincaid with the pitch. That one will be inside, and they'll walk the batter to lead off here. That'll take us to number 7, David Ochoa, the second baseman.
Second baseman number 7, Daniel Ochoa.
Daniel. I think I said David, so it's Daniel Ochoa. Top of the second. Grande leads Central Washington 4-2. Good throwback. Runner gets back in time. Stout at first with no outs here. Settling in is the right-handed batter of Ochoa. Kincaid checks the runner at first. One-step lead for Stout. And he'll skin the plate for strike one. Kevin Moyer, head coach for, no, that's the Twins, the Spuds, is Robert Hensel out at third base, calling the signals. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be inside on the right-handed batter, and we're even at 1. Runner steps away from first. Here's the pitch. Outside. Wild pitch. Runner's going to go from first to second, and he'll hold there. J.C. Leonard tracking it down for Grande. He's going to come out and have a brief conversation with Kincaid. They'll settle on the mound. And Kitchen on his way out to break the conversation up, and Leonard on his way back. Both umpire and catcher put their mask back on. And Ochoa settles back in. Pitcher will check the runner at second with a two-step lead out there. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That was going to go foul. And we'll even the count out at 2. Ochoa looks down the line, gets a signal. Runner steps away from second. Kincaid walks back up on the mound. Even count at 2 now. Got a 4 o'clock game with the Mavericks. They'll have a doubleheader today. They'll have Gonzaga prep in the first one, and Bellevue Honda in the second. And that one will make it a full count at 3-2. No outs here. Runner at second for the Spuds. They're down 4-2 to the Legends. Both teams putting runs up on the board in the opening frame. Pitcher's trying to settle in, and it's on its way. That one will catch the plate and strike out the batter. So Kincaid will have a K, and we will swing to the top of the batting order for
Number 12,
the Spuds, Cameron Duke, number 12. Left-handed batter in Duke. He had a decent game, as I mentioned earlier, against the Twins. Surprising game with the Twins and the Spuds here. Spuds putting up 8 runs in 1 inning on the Twins. Here's the pitch. That one will split the plate for strike 1. 1 out here in the top of the second. Runner at second for Central Washington. Kincaid on the mound for the Legends. He'll set for the pitch. Runner steps away from second, and the pitch is on its way. This one's going to be hit right out to the second baseman. They'll throw to second and get the tag, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one. They'll get a hit. They'll leave him on base, and it will stay 4-2. We'll have the bottom of the second in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Game 2 going on between the Central Washington Spuds and Grande Legends, and we had some action between innings as one of the parents not happy with the call on the field to end the inning there had some words for umpire Seth Kitchen, and Kitchen tossed him.
Number 2, John Gonzalez.
So we will get into the batting here. The 2-3-4 batters scheduled on the inning, and leading off, number 2, John Gonzalez. So the Legends with a 4-2 lead here in the second. Valdez on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one will slice the plate for strike 1. Austin Valdez pitching for Central Washington. Here's the pitch. Swung on. High floater into center field. And Duke will get it for out number 1.
Number 13, Isaac Chamberlain.
I'll bring up number 13, Isaac Chamberlain, and Aaron Goss will go to the on deck. So Chamberlain will settle in with 1 out here for the Legends. They lead 4-2 here in the second. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit out towards the shortstop. It'll bounce in front of him. He'll pick it up out of the dirt. The throw to first is there, and that'll be out number 2. Nice job
Number 30, Aaron.
by Hubbardoo to get that one out. So Aaron Goss, number 30, will come to the plate now with 2 outs, and J.C. Leonard will go to the on deck. Here's the pitch by Valdez. Outside, ball 1. Mav players making their way in the building. Spencer Schock coming in here. Here's the pitch. They let it go after the time call. Called time before the pitch went. 2-0 on the count. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter of Goss. Goss was walked his first opportunity at bat. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Legends lead 4-2 over the Spuds. Here comes James Martin. Sam Busey in. That one's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. He'll throw it over to second, and that will end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Legends. We'll have the top of the third in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here with coverage of the Maverick Memorial 2017 tournament. And we are at the bottom of the second. Thank you, sir. And we've got a pitching change on the mound. Coming in for the Legends, number 12, Logan Atkinson. He'll come in and pitch now. And Kincaid will be done. Giving up 2 runs, opening up here. Kincaid, they pull him.
Number 21, Brandon Sweat.
2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, struck out 1 batter. Leading things off here for the Spuds in the top of the third. That would be number 21, Brandon Sweat. He'll settle in. First pitch to Sweat is a ball. Pitch number 2. That one will skin the plate for strike 2. Even count at 1. Getting ahead of myself here. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on. High floated on the third base line. It could be caught. Third baseman comes up to get it, and that will be out number 1. That'll take us to number 13, Ezekiel Ochoa, and Michael Harrington will go to the on deck. 1 out here. Top of the third. The Legends lead the Spuds 4-2. Atkinson coming in. Here's the pitch. That one's low and outside on the right-handed batter of Kincaid. Oh, nope, I've still got Brody Kincaid's information up here. Let's bring up the batter's information. 0 for 1 is Ochoa. Here's the pitch. That one's low for a 2-0 count now. 1 out. Nobody on. Michael Harrington in the on deck. Here's the pitch by Atkinson. That one about the same spot as the one before it, and we quickly move to a 3-0 count. Atkinson settles in on the mound, waits for the pitch, nods at it, and now it's on its way. That one's in the dirt, and they go ahead and walk the batter. That'll take us to Michael Harrington, number 15.
Number 15, Michael Harrington.
So with 1 out, a runner at first. Harrington comes to the plate, left-handed batter. Hensel down the third base line with the signal. Runner steps away from first. Here's the pitch, showing bunt. And that one will skin inside. 1-0 on the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one will bounce down the first base line. Picked up by the first baseman. He'll throw to second. Nope, he's going to hold on to it and get the out at first.
Number 22, Cody
So
Goodwin.
2 outs and a runner at second. That'll bring up the catcher, number 22, Cody Goodwin. And Bailey Sanchez will go to the on deck for the Spuds. Spuds trying to get back into it here, as Grande took the lead in the opening frame, 4-2. Both teams getting runs in the opening frame. Runner at second steps away, 1.5 lead. Here's the pitch. Skins the plate for strike 1. Harrington settles in, 0 for 1. Runner steps away from second. Here's the pitch. That one will slice the plate, and we go to an 0-2 count with 2 outs here. Settling back in. And second baseman playing cat and mouse with the runner at second. And we get a balk call. Atkinson charged with the balk. Everybody steps off on time. Runner steps away from third now. That one will be swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So they'll leave one on and not capitalize off of the hit, and it is 4-2. We'll have the bottom of the third in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field for the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Game 2 of Day 3 going on right now, and it is the Central Washington Spuds host playing the Grande Legends. Throw to second to mark the beginning of the inning, and leading off for Grande here, they'll have their 5, 6, 7 batters come up, and J.C. Leonard will lead off for the Legends. Here's the pitch. This one's reached for, hit squarely out, and caught by the right fielder for out number 1. So both teams struggle in the opening, but both pitchers have settled in. Austin Valdez on the mound for the Spuds right now. He'd finish out game 1 against the Twins and seal the deal for the win. Here's the pitch. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. More Maverick players making their way in as Chalmers and Richardson are on their way in. Some of the players already here as they're taking care of the field between innings, or between games. And Logan Atkinson in the on deck. This one's going to be hit out towards second base. He'll get it off the hop. The short toss to first is there in time for out number 2. And number 12, Logan Atkinson.
Number 24, Caleb Blackburn.
Oh, Caleb Blackburn. Okay, we're going to skip over Atkinson. He'll bat later, I guess. First pitch. Valdez. He'll reach on that one, out towards second. Caught, and that will end the inning. So the Legends go 1, 2, 3 to be held off, and we'll have the top of the 4th inning here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milkrate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milkrate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milkrate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament and the Legends and the Spuds. Spuds out of Central Washington, the Legends from Grande, Oregon. They are playing right now, and it's the top of the 4th inning. And it is the Spuds portion of the inning. They are down 4-2. There is action down the third base line in the Spud bullpen, so we might see a change here shortly. Legends have already made a change. Here's the first pitch by Atkinson to Bailey Sanchez leading off here. The 6, 7, 8 batters to go for the Spuds. That would put Cameron Huberdeau into the on deck. Umpire says even count at 1. Leadoff batter. Here's the pitch. Outside, moves it to a 2-1 count. Settle back in. And now the pitch. Outside, and we go to a 3-1 count now. Sanchez singled his first opportunity at bat. Settles in. And now the pitch. They'll go ahead and walk the leadoff batter. That'll take us to number 4, Cameron Huberdeau.
Number 4, Cameron Huberdeau.
And that will bring Carter Stout into the on deck. Throw to first. There in time is the runner. No outs here for the Spuds. Second batter of the inning. Leadoff batter Sanchez at first after the walk. Logan Atkinson on the mound for the Legends. Here's the pitch. Show and bunt. Throw down the first base line, but it's a little bit wide. And the runner will get back. Batter will settle back in. Atkinson will check the runner at first. Sets himself in the pitch. This one will be hit foul into the dugout down the first base line for strike 2. Umpire says 0-2 count, points to the pitcher. He nods and checks the runner at first. The windup and the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go over the shortstop's head. It's going to bounce out into left field, and they'll have runners at first and second with no outs. That'll bring up Carter Stout, number 10, and Daniel Ochoa will go to the on deck. Young bat boy comes out, grabs the bat. Looks like they're done warming up the pitcher down the line here. Left the gate open though. They've got to get that gate closed for safety reasons. Batter's going to settle in now in Stout. Runners at first and second with no outs. Batter showing bunt. He'll lay it down, stays fair, rolls out to the pitcher. The throw to first is there in time for out number 1, but second and third batter, runners will make it to second and third. Here comes the other bat boy. And that'll bring up the bottom of the batting order for the Spuds, Daniel Ochoa. Third base coach backs off. Runners at second and third with 1 out here for the Spuds. Looking to tie it up. They're down 4-2 here in the 4th. Batter calls time. Looks down the third base line and then settles back in. Runners step away from their bases at second and third. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate for strike 1. Runners step away from their bases at second and third. Atkinson will check him. Settles on the mound. Here's the pitch to Ochoa. He'll reach for that one. It'll float out into center field. Center fielder trying to race it down. It'll be caught by the right fielder. Runner at third will make his way home. The runner at second will stay. And it's now 4-3 Legends. Metal swings to the top of the batting order with Cameron Duke coming to the plate. Here comes Ryan McHugh in the building for the Mavericks. They've got the 4 o'clock game here, folks, against Gonzaga. Prep, and you can hear that game on the Grizz Sports app. Duke now settles in. Left-handed batter is Cameron Duke. Runner at second with 2 outs. First pitch to Duke is a strike by Atkinson. Settles in. And now the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate for strike 2. Duke walked his first opportunity at bat. Line drive out on the last one. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line into the bullpen of the Spuds. And now the third base coach, nope, he's not. I thought he was going to walk down and shut the gate, but he's not. And that's why they got to have that gate closed for safety reasons. That third baseman or the left fielder coming out of there. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off. So a 4-3 lead now for Grande as the Spuds bring one home here. They've got a runner at second. He'll take a 2-step lead out there with 2 outs. 0-2 count for the batter. Cameron Duke. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one will foul into the netting behind the plate. And it looks like we've got someone going down to make sure that gate's closed. Safety first, folks. Safety first. Getting the scoreboard squared away here. 2 outs. 4-3 lead for the Legends. This one will be swung on. Foul down the third base line. That one's going to head towards the parking lot. And he'll stay alive with the 0-2 count. Duke battling away here. And that'll prompt a conversation briefly. Bo King on his way in the building. So 2 outs here. 0-2 count for Cameron Duke. Settles in. Atkinson will check the runner at second, who's got a 2-step lead. Here's the pitch. And that will strike the batter out to end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll leave him hanging, and they'll score one to make it 4-3. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports Heroes. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field as we are set to go for the bottom of the 4th inning. The Grande Legends lead the Central Washington Spuds 4-3 here in Game 2 of Day 3. Doubleheader coming up for the Missoula Mavericks after this one. They've got the 4 o'clock game and the 7 o'clock game. 4 o'clock against Gonzaga Prep and 7 o'clock against Bellevue Honda. Leading off the inning for the Legends is number 11, Chris Bathke. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on. High floater down the first base line. Number 28, Kendrick Johnson in the on deck. And they're going to hit the batter, and he'll get a free base. That'll bring Kendrick Johnson up.
Number 28, Kendrick Johnson.
And G.T. Blackman will go to the on deck. So with no outs here, a runner at first for the Legends. Runner steps away from first. Valdez on the mound. Steps off for a moment. More Maverick players making their way in. Dylan Barkley. That one's going to be just off the glove of the shortstop. And Nick Jovetic on their way in. And we'll have runners at first and second with no outs for the Legends now. That one just off the tip of the glove of the shortstop. Nice play by him to reach up, hop up there, and try to get that one, but just a little too tall. G.T. Blackman will come to the plate now for the Legends with runners at first and second and no outs. Valdez with the pitch. That one's going to be bunted down. Nice bunt down the first base line. Picked up, and they'll load the bases. Oh, the runner at third. He'll step off, and he'll slide in at third. They say he's out. They say he got the pick, the tag on the line, and that'll be out number one. So Stout, the third baseman, would come up and get the tag as Bathke dove to the ground, and it was just enough for him to get the tag. So one out here with runners at first and second for the Legends. Gonzalez at the plate now. John Gonzalez for the Legends. They lead 4-3 here with one out. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Across the inside of the plate. And we'll have a ball. So 2-0 count. Runners step away from their bases. Here's the hit out into center field. It'll be picked off by the center fielder. The runners will hold at their bases, and we'll have 2 outs for the Legends here in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 13, Isaac Chamberlain.
That'll bring up number 13, Isaac Chamberlain. Chamberlain settles in, right-handed batter. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here for the Legends. Bottom of 4. They lead 4-3. First pitch is a ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to flow high into right field. Right fielder will get out there and end the inning. So they'll get 2-1, they'll hang them there, and it'll stay 4-3. We'll go into the top of the fifth here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports heroes. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the fifth inning here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Game 2 of our Day 3 Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. And the Grande Legends lead the Central Washington Spuds 4-3.
Number 21, Brandon Sweat.
Leading off for the Spuds will be number 21, Brandon Sweat. Logan Atkinson on the mound for the Legends. That one will hop over the pitcher, picked up by the shortstop at second, but he's not able to get it, and the runner will reach off the air. Little bat boy comes out. That'll bring up number 13, Ezekiel Ochoa.
Number 13, Ezekiel Ochoa.
So no outs here. Runner at first. Spuds down 4-3 to the Legends. Bottom of the fifth, or top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go from first to second. Not able to wrangle it in as the catcher, and the runner will get the base. So everybody settles back in here. Here's the pitch. Low. 1-0 count here. 2-0 count for Ochoa. Here's the pitch. That one will be hit out towards third base, picked up by the third baseman. Runner will hold at second. Now the throw to first. Runner will go to third and get there in time. They'll get the out at first, but the tying run is at third now. That'll bring up number 15, Michael Harrington. Little bat boy with his icy pop, making his way back towards the dugout. He'll settle in. Here's the pitch. This one's swung on out into center field. Runner's going to hold at third. It drops between right field or left field and center. Runner will come home to tie the game at 4. And with one out here, they'll have a runner at second. So the Spuds make their way back into it. And Cody Goodwin will come to the plate now with one out and a runner at second. Now Goodwin will settle in. Runner at second, steps away. 2-step lead. Dances around out there. Atkinson will check him out there. Now settles. Here's the pitch. That one will skin the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike one. Goodwin walked his first opportunity at bat, struck out in the last opportunity. Goodwin settles in. Here's the pitch. That one's low and will even the count out at 1. Game 4, or game 3 coming up at 4. And the runner will go back to the bag. Even count at 1 for Goodwin with one out here. Runner at second. They put one up on the board to tie it at 4, have the Spuds. Here's the pitch. That one will be bounced down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first, the tag, but the runner will make his way down the line to third. That'll bring up number 14, Bailey Sanchez. So Sanchez will settle in. A single on the walk for the game for Sanchez. Runner at third with 2 outs. Tie game at 4 with the Legends and the Spuds. Here's the pitch. That one will be a strike. Atkinson will come halfway to get the ball, and now the catcher, number 16, J.C. Leonard, will go out and have a brief conversation with Atkinson. No movement in either bullpen. Changes made early on. Riders out in the equestrian park behind the ballpark here. Great day to be outside. Going to be a warm one. Slight bit of a breeze cooling us off here at Limerick Craig Field. Ready for the pitch now. Runner at third, 2 outs. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one will be high and inside, leaving the count out at 1. Umpire Seth Kitchen signals the count. Atkins ready for the pitch now. On its way. That one's in the dirt. And we go to 2-1. We'll have action tomorrow to close out the day. Games start at 10. Rather than having a scheduled time, they're going to do a half hour between games. That way some of these teams that need to get out of here can get out of here at a decent time. It's long travel time for all of these teams. That one will bounce. The third baseman will pick it up. The throw to first is there in time, and that will end the inning before the runner comes home. They'll hang one, they'll score one, and they'll tie it at 4. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got a change on the field here with the Spuds. Chris Stratton at Limerick Craig Field for the Maverick Memorial Tournament. And number 11, Zachary Valdez, will come in and play shortstop. And number 4, Cameron Hubbardoo, is done. Leadoff batter for the Legends here in the bottom of the 5th is number 30, Aaron Goss. The 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled for this session, this inning. This one's going to be hit on, foul, down the third base line. No, that one's going to stay live just inside. Runner's going to get around the throw to second, and the runner will hold at second. And that's what the Legends need if they want to break this tie here with no outs. That'll take us to number 16, J.C. Leonard. Runner at second steps away. No outs here for the Legends. Here's the pitch. It'll catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter of Leonard. Leonard 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Same spot as the first one for strike 2. Valdez. Austin Valdez, I should say. His brother Zachary out at short. That one will be outside, and we'll go to a 1-2 count now. Legends step away, or the baseman second, the man at second steps away. Pitch is on its way. Outside, and we even the count out at 2 now. Valdez settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it a full count at 3-2 now. Runner at second steps away. Aaron Goss out there for the Legends. No outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float high. Short, though. Shortstop says he's got it, and he does, and that'll be out number 1. Runner will hold at second. That'll take us to number 12. Pitcher, Logan Atkinson. He'll settle in. Runner steps away from second with a 1-step lead, inches out to a 1.5 steps. This one's going to be hit out to the shortstop, picked up by the shortstop. Throw to first is there, and that'll be out number 2. And that brings up number 24, Caleb Lathrop, and Chris Bathke goes to the on deck. Here's the pitch, high for ball 1. Sun's starting to creep in the booth here. The newly dedicated Chris Walters Kirschkin press box here at the Maverick Field, Legend Field. Not Legend Field. Lindbergh Craig Field. The Legends are playing right now on Lindbergh Craig Field. 2 outs, runner at second. 2-0 count. This one's going to bounce out towards second, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first is there, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll leave him hanging, and it will stay tied at 4. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Game 2, Day 3, and we've got a tie game here between the Legends out of Grande and the Central Washington Spuds. Everybody knotted up at 4 here. There's the throw to second base to signal the beginning of the inning, and leading off will be number 11, Zach Valdez, for the Spuds. This will be Valdez's first opportunity to bat as he came in late. And first pitch thrown out. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit right into the glove of the third baseman, and that'll be out number 1 of the inning. That'll take us to number 10, Carter Stout. He'll come in. Game tied up at 4 here in the top of the 6th. Scheduled for 7. We'll see what happens here if the Spuds can break something open. Here's the pitch. Spuds would open up with 2 runs, thinking that was pretty good, and then here come the Legends. They'll throw 4 runs up right away. That made it 4-2. That pitch makes it a ball. The Spuds would get 1 back in the 4th and 1 back in the 5th to tie it up at 4 now, and here we are at the top of the 6th inning with 1 out, and that one will slide across the plate. We'll have an even count at 1 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to come right back at us here. And it will even the count out at 2. Action going on in the Spuds bullpen now. Even count at 2, says Kitchens, points towards the mound. Atkinson with the pitch, reaching for it, up over the shortstop. That one's going to bounce and roll out into left field, and they'll have a runner on with 1 out here. That'll bring us to number 6, Wade Visker. So Visker's going to come in for Daniel Ochoa.
Number 6, Wade Fisker.
And Ochoa will probably fill in out there at he was at second. Whited it out before I wrote it down, so I had to scratch the whiteout out. Here's the pitch, and it's outside on the left-handed batter. Visker's first opportunity to bat in this game. He did play the first game. Atkinson on the mound, settles in. Here's the pitch, across the shins of the left-handed batter. Well, we have a 1-0 count. Settles in. Runner at first, steps away, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go to second. The throw to second. They're in time with the tag, and they get the out. And I believe the pitch was a ball. We'll see if Kitchen updates the count here. 2-0 on the count. 2 outs. Tie game at 4. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it was a 3-0 count. I was off. And they'll walk the batter with 2 outs here. And that'll swing us to the top of the batting order for the Spuds, with Cameron Duke coming to the plate. They'll settle in. Runner steps away from first. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one will be high and outside for the left-handed batter of Duke. Duke 0 for 2, did walk his first opportunity at bat. He batted very well against the Twins, but not so well in here. Mavs out at batting practice to get ready for the 4 o'clock game. That one will slice the plate for strike 1. Batter settles in. Runner at first steps away. 2 outs. Atkinson will check him. All right, now the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float high up over the top of us here. And we'll have strike 2. Mavericks will have Gonzaga Prep at 4 o'clock. You'll be able to hear that game on the Grizz Sports app. Mavs 2-0. Gonzaga Prep 1-2 on the tournament. Runner steps away from first. Atkinson will check him. Pitcher warming up in the bullpen for the Spuds. This one's going to be hit down the first base line. It's going to roll deep down the first base line. Runner's going to come around. They're going to bring him around from third. He's on the trot. The throw is in. And is it in time? He is safe, and the Spuds take a 5-4 lead here in the top of the 6th. With a runner at second and 2 outs. That'll bring up number 21, Brandon Sweat. Kitchen will clean the base off, clean the plate off. And no signal from the third base coach, so the batter will just have to settle in. Runner steps away from second with 2 outs here. 5-4 Spuds. Here's the pitch. That one will be strike 1. Atkinson pitching well since he's come in. He's got 56 pitches, 57 as it updates in front of me. 34 of those are strikes. 3 2/3 innings. Allowed 3 runs off of 5 hits. He struck out 2 batters. He's got a 5.73 ERA. Here's the pitch to Sweat outside. We go to a 2-1 count now. Settles in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float out into left field. Left fielder's there for the catch, and that will end the inning. So they'll hang one, they'll score one, and it'll make it 5-4 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got continued coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Game 2 going on of day 3, and it is the Legends and the Spuds. Legends out of LeGrand, Spuds from Central Washington, and right now the Spuds lead the Legends 5-4. They would get a run back in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning to take the lead. Here's the pitch by Valdez outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Chris Bathke in the box for the Legends. That one's going to be swung on and foul into the netting. Young man will come back and snag it out from behind the net. Breeze picking up here at Lindbergh, trying to cool us off. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on and fouled over the dugout down the first base line. We've got a 1-2 count now. Here's the pitch, or here's settling in, and now Valdez with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float straight up in the air down the first base line. First baseman says he's got it, and he does, and that'll be out number 2. That'll take us to number 3. Nope, number 28, Kendrick Johnson. And that will put us with GT Blackman in the on deck. So 1 out here. Here's the pitch. And that will be a strike to Johnson. Bottom of the 6th. They lead 5-4. The Spuds, I should say. Not they, the Spuds. Swung on and fouled off. That'll be a strike. 0-2. Runner goes down the line. The throw is there, and it will be out number 2. Now we will swing to the top of the batting order.
Number 3, G.T. Blackman.
Blackman will settle in. Here's the pitch. Be high for ball 1. Blackman 1 for 3, singled his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit over the top of the second baseman's head, and they will get one on with 2 outs here. That'll take us to John Gonzalez.
Number 2, John Gonzalez.
2 outs here, runner at first for the Legends. They need to get one back here. We're down 5-4. Valdez. Here's the pitch. That one will skin the plate for strike one. Here's the pitch. That one will be hit out into right field. It'll drop in front of the second baseman. They'll have runners at first and third, do the Legends, with 2 outs here. That will bring to the plate number 13, Isaac Chamberlain. Chamberlain will come to the plate with 2 outs and runners at first and third. Legends down 5-4. Valdez set for the pitch. And they'll call time and step off. Hear the breeze picking up on my mic, cooling us off here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to go foul over the first base netting for strike one. Runners at first and third for the Legends. They're down 5-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. They put up 4 runs right out of the gate, and then the Spuds have held them in check since then. Spuds got 2 in the first inning. Runner's going to go to second, I apologize. And they'll let him go. But as I was saying, the Spuds got their first 2 runs in the first, and then they would pick up a run in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning, and that's how they got the lead here, 5-4. Here's the pitch. That one will be high. Make it a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Chamberlain 1 for 3. Singled his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. Outside, and we'll have a 2-1 count now. Oh, it shows even count at 2 now. Two outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to go foul down the third base line. Looked like it was going to stay fair for a moment there, but about halfway in the air, it got a little twist and landed foul. So 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Spuds come back to take a 5-4 lead. Legends trying to come back. Even count at 2. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Runners will hold. They're going to go ahead and walk the batter to load the bases. Did see action in the Spuds bullpen earlier, but we haven't seen a change. With loaded bases and 2 outs, we'll see if they're going to have Valdez battle out this one, or if he is going to come out. And it looks like we're going to have a conversation on the mound. It looks like we might have a change as everybody comes in from the infield. We'll wait a moment here. Aaron Goss is the next batter up for the Legends. So they're trying to, let's see, they're going to go ahead and keep Valdez on the mound. Everybody settles back into their positions. Goss waiting for his first pitch. He paces around outside the box. Left-handed batter is Goss. 2 outs here, loaded bases. Goss 1 for 2, doubled his last opportunity at bat. Be a huge double for him to come here. Here's the pitch. Outside for strike 1. Goss 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI. Here's the pitch. That one's low. Valdez now with the windup. Swung on. This was going to float out into center field. They're trying to track it down. Center fielder is there, and he's got the catch to end the inning, and that will freeze it at 5-4. Top of the 7th inning in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the Maverick Memorial Tournament here in Missoula, Montana. The 38th annual Memorial Tournament where they honor Missoula Maverick players that are no longer with us. There's the throw to second base. On the field right now at the top of the 7th inning is the Spuds out of Central Washington and Grande Legends. And Daniel Ochoa will lead off for the Spuds here in the top of the 7th. They have a 5-4 lead, the Spuds do, over the Legends. Legends trying to pick up their first win of the tournament. They're 0-3. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be inside. Central Washington trying to see if they can go 3-1. They would be the first team with 3 wins. Here's the pitch, swung on, floater down the first base line into right field, and the right fielder will catch it for out number 1. A little action going on behind the dugout with the Spuds as they have some players warming up. They might be bringing in players here to field. That'll take us to number 15, Michael Harrington. Atkinson on the mound with 1 out here for the Legends. He's held strong here since he came in early in the game. 2-0 count. .3-0 on the count now. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And they'll go ahead and walk the batter. That'll bring up Cody Goodwin, number 22. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Spuds holding on to a 5-4 lead here. Next game comes up at 4 o'clock. Missoula Mavericks and the Gonzaga Prep. That one will be heard on the Grizz Sports app. And then at 7, Mavericks will play Bellevue Honda. That one will be on the Grizz Sports app as well. Here's the pitch inside. Ball 1. Runner at first with 1 out here for the Spuds. Top of the 7th. Final frame of the game if it stays like this. Legends searching for their first win of the tournament. Here's the pitch. That one will skin the plate for strike 1. So even count at 1 now for the catcher. Goodwin is 0 for 2. He did get walked his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. That one will be a strike. And we go to a 1-2 count here. Settle in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to roll out to the shortstop. He'll pick it up, hop it to the second baseman. The throw to first is there in time. and they will turn the double play. So the Spuds, they'll be held at 1, 2, 3, and it will be the Legends' half of the last frame. We'll see if the Legends can come back from their 5-4 downfall here right after the 60-second timeout on the Missoula Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field as we have the bottom of the 7th inning here of Game 2. Spuds out of Central Washington and the Grande Legends, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Spuds as Blake Sidwell will come in and try to close this one out for the Spuds. They're going to see if they can pick up a back-to-back wins on Saturday and hold off the Legends to have them fall to 0-4. Warming up, getting ready to go.